How did you find out about those letters?
Well, when Jack...
They told us, no?
Yes, they told us. I always heard stories about Liesel in Israel. And
Yeah, I heard stories from my mom about the family in America. And that there's a girl she corresponds with. She talked about it.
So we came, when we were getting ready to come the first time, what is 76?
78.
78. 78. My grandmother said, you need to talk to Liesel. You need to find her and meet her, and my grandmother and my mother. And they had the address. This was way before cell phones and computers. And we wrote, and Yaki picked us up at the airport.
Yeah.
You picked us up. You never met him before? And I think what a mistake you made. No. but that started it. And he took us to Liesel's house.
What was your first impression
Oh my God,
of Liesel from seeing her and Liesel from the stories?
So we walk in, and she had dragged out every picture my mother had ever sent her. From I was a baby, my brothers were babies, my dad, she had them all around her living room, all the pictures that Mom had ever sent her. And I took a look at this woman who looked just like my mother, same size, same shape, and
White hair.
Yep. Same body type, that wise face, and I could tell she had a headache. My mother had migraine headaches.
So did mine.
my grandfather.
So did mine.
I took one look at her, and after I hugged her a lot, I said, "You have a headache," and she went. Because she had the same look that my mother had when she had a migraine headache. And I mean, that was just... And then, for some reason, he was really nice to us.
There is a love story at the airport, and I can feel it. It's like something that you cannot explain, because each one of you is carrying family stories. It's like not everyone is like us, right? Not everyone has family stories that he can relate to. But something happened in that airport meeting, otherwise you would not...
Yeah, we met at the airport and we met afterwards. This was the time when Sadat came into the country, and they were at my aunt's at 80th for afternoon coffee. And she kept nagging me, we have to get them back to the hotel because Sadat is coming and I'm not going to miss his arrival. and I said, okay. And we made sure to get them back to the hotel in time.
This was
the
before
Tel
we met.
Aviv Hilton. And I came back to see the arrival of Sadat. And they had a tour.
This is like history over history.
You set us up
Like-
with Ruben.
Yeah. And
Wait, no, I'm thinking
you had
of
it by an agent.
that moment in time, because you guys are having this meeting and Sadat is coming to Israel. It's like a milestone.
Golda Meir was on our plane. We saw her baggage come off.
We didn't see
We
her.
were not in first class. She was, but we saw at the baggage thing, her luggage came off, and we saw it. We went, oh my God! She was in New York for the opening of the Broadway show Golda, and when she heard about Sadat coming, she got home.
Yeah, we had to, of course.
And we were,
Yeah.
I'm not on camera, but it doesn't matter. We were staying at the Hilton.
Yeah, Hilton
And
Tel
the
Aviv.
lobby at the Hilton is huge, like a big living room. And they had monitors everywhere, and they allowed all of the help, the chambermaids, the cooks, everybody was allowed to come into the lobby of the hotel to watch him deplane. And Mary Bob and I are standing in the middle of all this emotion. It was really moving. It was really something.
Could you feel the waves of history?
Oh my
It's like-
gosh! And he came off the plane and he got to the bottom of the steps, and Golda Meir was standing there, and he took her hand and he said, "Old woman, I'm glad to finally meet you." It was.
Yeah, the emotion was just, I mean, you couldn't help but feel it, because this is the first time Israel had ever been acknowledged.
It's more than that. It's two leaders that only few years ago went to war
What a war.
against
What a
each
war.
against each other. Both of them became wiser after that war, and both of them paid an enormous price.
Sure did.
Personally, one paid with his life, the other one paid with her career and her name and everything, and they will not be remembered for the change that they
She
made.
definitely not, because she made big mistakes.
But let's go back.
Shouldn't have gone back to the war. Shouldn't have gone to this war. Anyway,
So no, I'm just impressed that it is your milestone is
anyway,
on the
they
same.
we took them back to the hotel, and we watched Sadat, of course, and they started a tour of Israel with a guide. I don't know if you knew him, Reuven Ragovsky, in the private car, and he took them around. And after Sadat arrived, and switched off the TV, we had a bit of conscience, Shirley and me, that we rushed them away because we wanted to see it, and we rushed them back to the hotel.
I'm so glad you were.
So I said, so we said, the last weekend of Mary Bob and Jackie in Israel is at the King David in Jerusalem, and we're going to join them. So I booked the room for us at the King David for the weekend.
Ooh, nice!
And
Oh, I'm forgetting that you had relationship everywhere. See,
Yes.
This is also something that the grandkids would never know. That everyone in the hotel industry in Israel would love to have Yaki Eshel as a guest in his hotel. This is something
Right.
that I can say, right? Here, you understand
Yes, I
why
do.
sometimes a person, the grandkids, even the grandkids don't know.
No, they don't.
But they don't know. So here I'm saying to the camera that as somebody who worked in the tourist industry, there was not even one single hotel manager that would ever say no to Yaki. On the contrary, Yaki Eshel is coming, we are opening the gates. So,
Errors I have to tell. When we left the country, Danny was working at the airport in security, right? So
His
I
son-in-law.
think you brought us to the airport, and they took all of our bags, and he just took them, checked us in, and we went up to this VIP lounge, and we're sitting there, and there's a soldier 5 feet away, fully armed, just watching us. And I don't know if I said it to Danny or to you. I said, why is the soldier here? He said, you've been designated VIP,
By
and it's his job to see to it that you get on the airplane safely.
a soldier? That is how it works?
איש ביטחון.
Okay.
I don't know what he was dressed like a soldier. Anyway,
Scared
he
us.
walked us from wherever we were, the
The
little
VIP.
lounge. He walked us to the airplane, and he made sure we were in the airplane. And we never saw it. They checked our luggage in, and they did it all. Danny did it all.
And this love story actually happens
We
in
had a-
that week.
We
that
had a wonderful weekend or a few
So,
days
no.
with them when
No, but the relationship up till now, and I'm deliberately concentrating on that week that you are. So you have bad conscience of
Yeah.
throwing them into the hotel.
Yeah.
So you are booking a room at the King David, and
We spent
how
the weekend with them, and it clicked.